We shall continue from the last class. Corollary 3. Corollary 3. Let R of t be equal to t square by 2 into u of t. This is called unit parabolic input. Unit parabolic input. R of s is equal to Laplace transform of t square by 2 into u of t is equal to 1 by s cube. This I call equation 8. Substituting equation 8 in equation 5 gives steady state error is equal to limit s tending to 0 s into 1 by s cube divided by 1 plus g of s is equal to 1 over limit s tending to 0 on s square plus limit s tending to 0 on s square into g of s. If you take the limit s tending to 0, the first term will be definitely 0. The limit of the second term depends upon the structure of g of s. So, what I mean is the limit of the second term may be 0 or it may be some other finite value. So, this is nothing but 1 over limit s tending to 0 s square into g of s. For example, if g of s is 2 divided by s square into s plus 1. If you substitute here g of s square over here gets cancelled with s square over here and the limit will be on 2 divided by s plus 1, which is a finite value. The first factor is definitely 0, the limit of the first factor is definitely 0, the limit of the second factor depends upon the structure of g of s. This I call as 1 over k. 1 over k, where ka equal to limit s tending to 0 s square into g of s is defined as acceleration static error constant. Acceleration static error constant. Next, I will take different types of systems. Type 0 system. I will calculate what is Ka. Ka is equal to limit s tending to 0 s square into g of s. G of s is now k into s plus tz1 into s plus 1 tz2 into s plus 1 dash dash divided by tp1 into s plus 1 tp2 into s plus 1 dash dash. If you take the limit s tending to 0, you get 0 as the answer. Next, I will take type 1 system. Type 1 system. Ka is equal to limit s tending to 0 s square into k into tz1 into s plus 1 tz2 into s plus 1 dash dash divided by s into tp1 into s plus 1 tp2 into s plus 1 dash dash. As s tends to 0, the limit will be 0. Next, type 2 system. Type 2 system. Ka is type 2 system will have two poles at the origin for in the transfer function g of s. So limit s tending to 0 s square k into tz1 into s plus 1 tz2 into s plus 1 dash dash divided by s square into tp1 into s plus 1 tp2 into s plus 1 dash dash dash. As s tends to 0, you will get k as the value. Next we will take type 3 and higher order systems. Type 3 and higher systems. Type 3 and beyond. Here n greater or equal to 3. Ka is equal to limit s tending to 0 s square into g of s equals limit s tending to 0 s square g of s will be now k into tz1 into s plus 1 tz2 into s plus 1 dash dash divided by s to the power n tp1 into s plus 1 tp2 into s plus 1 dash dash. So as s tends to 0, you will get infinity as the result. Next we shall do few problems based on this analysis. Before doing problems, one thing I want to tell is what happens for a non-unity feedback system. I told at the beginning the reference is unity feedback system. If you are given a non-unity feedback system, it has to be first reduced into a unity feedback system and then definitions of Kp, Kv and Ka must be applied. I will write a note. A non-unity feedback system, has to be reduced first into an equivalent unity feedback system and then definitions of Kp, Kv and Ka must be applied. What I mean by that is Kp is equal to limit s tending to 0 on G equivalent of S. What is G equivalent of S? G equivalent of S is equal to G of S divided by 1 plus G of S H of S minus G of S. What is Kv? Kv is equal to limit s tending to 0 s into G equivalent of S. What is Ka? Ka is equal to limit s tending to 0 s square into G equivalent of S. This is how we can find the values of Kp, Kv and Ka for the non-unity feedback system. Next we shall do few problems on this steady state error and static error constants. See, control system is predominantly a problem based question paper. So 80% problems will be there, 20% theory will be there, and most of the theory will come from this module. For example, derivations of Tp, MP, etc. Now, first problem is refer The unity feedback system, refer the unity feedback system shown in figure 1. Phi divided by s into s plus phi. Find the following. Part A. Find the following. Part A. MP for a unit step input means peak overshoot for unit step input. Second one, settling time TS for a unit step input. Third one, steady state error for an input defined by R of t is equal to 2 plus 4t plus 6t square, t greater equal to 0. Let me read the problem statement. Refer the unity feedback system shown in figure 1. This is figure 1. Find the following. Peak overshoot for a unit step input. Settling time for a unit step input. Steady state error for input defined by R of t is equal to 2 plus 4t plus 6t square. I will do first part A solution. Part A. What is g of s? G of s is equal to phi divided by s into s plus 1. H of s is equal to 1. The system characteristic equation is 1 plus g of s h of s equal to 0. This implies 1 plus phi divided by s into s plus 1 into 1 equal to 0. This implies s square plus s plus phi equal to 0. Equation 1. The reference characteristic equation is s square plus 2 zeta omega n into s plus omega n square equal to 0. This is equation 2. Let us now compare equations 1 and 2. Comparing equations 1 and 2, we get 2 times zeta into omega n is equal to 2 and omega n square 2 times zeta into omega n is equal to 1. Coefficient of s is 1. Omega n square is equal to 5. Hence omega n is equal to root 5 radians per second. Omega n is equal to root 5 radians per second. Root 5 radians per second. See, the examination actually instead of 5 he has given the gain as 50. So I will make it 50, small correction. So this is 50 divided by s into s plus 1, h of s is equal to 1. So this becomes 50, this becomes 50. So 2 zeta into omega n is equal to, so this is s plus 5. Again I made a mistake, s plus 5. So this becomes, okay, I made a mistake, I have corrected. Instead of 5 it is 50. So here I had written s plus 1, please make it s plus 5. So this becomes 2 zeta into omega n is equal to 5, omega n square is equal to 50. So omega n is equal to root 50. Omega n is equal to root 50. Root 50 means 7.07 radians per second. Now what is zeta? And zeta is equal to 5 divided by 2 into omega n. 5 divided by 2 into 7.07. So find zeta. Zeta is 0.35. Since zeta is less than 1, it implies system is underdamped. System is underdamped. You can find overshoot only for an underdamped system. What is the formula for MP? MP is equal to, recall, formula for MP is what? E to the power minus pi into zeta divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square. Substitute zeta value, we get the answer as 0.309 equal to 30.9%. First part of the problem we have done. Next, you have to find settling time. Next, we have to find settling time for plus minus 2% tolerance band. Settling time Ts is equal to 4 divided by zeta into omega n. Zeta is 0.35, omega n is root of 50. 4 divided by 0.35 into root 50. So you will get this as 1.616 seconds. Now we will go to part C. Given R of t is equal to 2 plus 4t plus 6t square t greater than equal to 0. This I can write as 2 plus 4t plus 12 into t square by 2. T square by 2 is the parabolic input, not t square. T greater than equal to 0. This we can write as 2 times u of t plus 4t into u of t plus 12 t square by 2 into u of t. Once you write u of t, the condition t greater than equal to 0 can be left, because u of t is 1 for positive time, 0 for negative time. So the first input is this is step input. Step. The second is ramp input. The third one is parabolic input, parabolic term. So input is a combination input made up of step, ramp and parabola. So what is g of s? G of s is 50 divided by s into s plus 5. So we shall find the values of Kp, Kv and Ka. Kp, Kv and Ka values are to be found because input R of t is made up of step, ramp and parabolic functions. Kp is equal to limit s tending to 0 on g of s is equal to limit s tending to 0 on 50 divided by s into s plus 5. So it is infinite. Kv is equal to limit s tending to 0 on s into g of s is equal to limit s tending to 0 5. What is g of s? 50 divided by s into s plus 5. So SS gets cancelled. If you put limits 50 by 5, you get 10. Next, Ka is equal to limit s tending to 0 s square into g of s. So limit s tending to 0 s square, g of s is 50 divided by s into s plus 5. So So you get 0. Since system under investigation, is linear, it obeys the principle of superposition. It obeys the principle of superposition. Steady state error is equal to steady state error for step plus steady state error for ramp plus steady state error for parabola. Steady state error for step is what? Input is here 2 divided by 1 plus kp. Unit step means 1 over 1 plus kp. For ramp, it is 4 divided by kb. This 1 plus kp, 1 plus something will happen denominator only for step. For ramp, it is 1 over kb. 4 because coefficient of t into u of t is 4. Coefficient of t square by 2 into u of t is 12. So it is 12 divided by ka. So this becomes now 2 divided by 1 plus kp is infinity. Plus 4 divided by kv is 10 plus 12 divided by 0. Anything divided by infinity is 0. 0 plus 0.4 plus infinity. If you add anything to infinity, it is infinity. That means steady state error is infinity. That means input is going in one direction, correct? Output is going in some other direction. The difference between input and output at t equal to infinity is infinity. Error means difference between input and output, and that difference is infinity at t equal to infinity. Therefore, steady state error for this combinational input r of t is equal to 2 plus 4t plus 6t square is infinity. We will go to next problem. Next problem. Refer the block diagram. Refer the block diagram shown in figure 1. Input is R of S. This is forward path transfer function 5 divided by S into S plus 1 into S plus 2. Output is C of S minus feedback transfer function is S plus 3. Second feedback transfer function is unity. This is the block diagram given. Part A. Find system type. Find system type. Part B. Find static error constants. Static error constants Kp, Kv and Ka. Find the steady state error. Find the steady state error of the system. Find the steady state error of the system to an input. R of t is equal to 5 into u of t. examination standard problem. We'll solve it now. Solution. A summing point, a summer or summing point, a summer with 3 inputs is equivalent to two summers with 2 input each. Hence this block diagram reduces to the form shown over here. So this summing point with 3 inputs reduces to 2 summers with 2 inputs each. So if you want to know the correctness of splitting, take the signal as x1, this signal as x2. So what do you get here? R of s minus x1 minus x2. So let us say this is x1, this is x2, this is R of s. So what is the signal over here? R of s minus x1. What is the signal over here? R of s minus x1 minus x2. I have taken the signals x1 and x2 to know the correctness of the polarities after you split the summer with 3 inputs into 2 summers with 2 inputs each. The input to G of this input to this block is what? R of s minus x1 minus x2. Same thing should happen even after you split this summer into 2 summers. So this is nothing but 5 divided by s into s plus 1 into s plus 2. So this is the inner feedback loop. This I want to eliminate. This I call figure 1. The negative feedback loop inside the dotted box is eliminated. What is the input to this summer? R of s minus x1. What is the output? C of s. So C of s is the output. R of s minus x1 is the input. Is equal to G1 of s divided by 1 plus G1 of s into H1 of s. So G1 of s is 5 divided by s into s plus 1 into s plus 2. H1 of s is s plus 3. So 5 divided by s into s plus 1 into s plus 2 divided by 1 plus 5 divided by s into s plus 1 into s plus 2. H of s is s plus 3. So take LCM and simplify. So you get 5 divided by s into s plus 1 into s plus 2 plus 5 into s plus 3. Let me remove the brackets. So 5 divided by, this is s square plus 3s plus 2s plus 5s plus 15. So this becomes 5 divided by s square plus 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 5, 10, 10s plus 15. I made a mistake here. Mistake is 5 divided by s cube plus 3s square plus 2s is what you get when you multiply s into s plus 1 into s plus 2 plus 5s plus 15. So this becomes now 5 divided by s cube plus 3s square plus 7s plus 15. Therefore, the final block diagram is five divided by s cube plus 3s square plus 7s plus 15. Output is C of s. Now we have got a unity feedback system. Forward path transfer function is g of s, feedback transfer function is 1. What is system type? Number of poles of g of s at the origin of the s plane defines system type. So here it is a type 0 system. Part A. Since no poles of g of s lie at the origin of the s plane, the system under investigation, the system is a type 0 system. System is a type 0 system. Find the static error constants Kp, Kv, Ke. We go to part B. Kp is equal to limit s tending to 0 on g of s is equal to limit s tending to 0. What is g of s? G of s is 5 divided by s cube plus 3s square plus 7s plus 15. If you put s equal to 0, you get 5 divided by 15 is equal to 1 by 3. Kv is equal to limit s tending to 0, s into g of s is equal to limit s tending to 0, s into g of s. 5 divided by s cube plus 3s square plus 7s plus 15. If you put s equal to 0, you get 0. Next we will find Ka. Ka is equal to limit s tending to 0, s square into g of s is equal to limit s tending to 0, s square. What is g of s? 5 divided by s cube plus 3s square plus 7s plus 15. Again, when you put the limits, you get the value 0. Find the steady state error of the system to an input. Find the steady state error of the system to an input. R of t is equal to 5 into u of t. Part C, given R of t is equal to 5 into u of t. Since R of t contains only u of t, only Kp is sufficient to calculate steady state error of the system. Steady state error is equal to steady state error due to step only equals 5 divided by 1 plus Kp. So 5 divided by 1 plus 1 by 3. So it is 15 divided by 4. 15 divided by 4 equals 3.75. So this is how the problem is tackled. We shall go to next problem. Only by doing problems, the concepts will become clear. There is no shortcut. We have to do as many problems as possible. Next problem, refer the unity feedback system. Refer the unity feedback system shown in figure 1. shown in figure 1. G of s is k into s plus alpha divided by s into s plus beta. It's a unity feedback system with G of s is equal to k into s plus alpha divided by s into s plus beta. It's a negative feedback system with h of s is equal to 1. Find the values of k, alpha and beta so that the steady state error for a unit ramp input is 1 by 10 and the closed loop poles are placed at -1 plus minus j1. Very important problem, slightly tricky. I'll read the statement of the problem once again for you. Refer the unity feedback system shown in figure 1. This is figure 1. Find the values of k, alpha and beta so that the steady state error for a unit ramp input is 1 by 10 and the closed loop poles are placed at -1 plus j1. Solution. Given steady state error for ramp input is equal to 1 by 10. Steady state error for unit ramp input is what? 1 by kV is equal to 1 by kV equals 1 by 10. This implies kV is equal to 10. Also, kV by definition is limit s tending to 0, s into g of s. In this case, this is g of s. G of s is what? K into s plus alpha divided by s into s plus beta. So this becomes limit s tending to 0, s into g of s is k into s plus alpha divided by s into s plus beta. So s gets cancelled. You get k into alpha from the numerator, beta from the denominator. Hence k into alpha divided by beta is equal to 10. I call this as equation 1. It is given the problem that the closed loop poles lie on the s plane at -1 plus minus j1. That means these complex conjugate poles have got real part -1, imaginary parts plus j1 and minus j1. Closed loop poles are nothing but the roots of the characteristic equation. It may be noted that closed loop poles are nothing but the roots of the characteristic equation 1 plus g of s h of s equal to 0. In the present context, this is what is shown here. In the present context, g of s is equal to k into S plus alpha divided by S into S plus beta. H of S is equal to 1. Hence, the system characteristic equation is 1 plus k into S plus alpha divided by S into S plus beta into 1 equal to 0. This gives you S square plus beta S plus ks plus k alpha equal to 0. This in turn implies if you take S common, you get beta plus k into S plus k alpha is equal to 0. This is equation 2. For my reference, I'll write this equation 1 over here. K into alpha by beta is equal to 10 is equation 1. Board is very small. Management of the board is very difficult. The reference characteristic equation is S square plus 2 zeta omega n into S plus omega n square equal to 0. This is equation 3. Comparing equations 2 and 3, comparing equations 2 and 3 gives 2 zeta into omega n is equal to beta plus k and omega n square is equal to k into alpha. The next step is to find zeta and omega n from figure number 2. This is figure number 2. The radial distance from origin to one of the complex poles is omega n. So what is omega n? Square root of height of this triangle is 1, width of the triangle is 1. So radial distance is square root of 1 square plus 1 square root 2. So omega n is root 2 radians per second. If you take this angle as phi, what is delta? Delta is cos phi. Cos phi means it is adjacent side is 1, hypotenuse is 1 by root 2. So delta is 1 by root 2. Omega n is equal to radial distance. Omega n is equal to radial distance from the origin to one of the complex poles. This can be done by applying Pythagoras rule, or you can apply distance formula. Omega n is equal to square root of 1 square plus 1 square equal to root 2 radians per second. Zeta is equal to cos phi. Cos phi from this figure, adjacent side is 1, hypotenuse is root 2. So it is 1 by root 2. Delta is less than 1. This means system is underdamped. System is underdamped. Now the situation is zeta equals 1 by root 2, omega n is equal to root 2, and k into alpha by beta is equal to 10. Using, now we will take this equation. This equation, I will pull it down. So what is this equation? 2 into zeta is 1 by root 2. Omega n is root 2 is equal to beta plus k. Beta plus k is this equation. What happens to this equation? Omega n square means omega n is root 2. Root 2 whole square is equal to k into alpha. And what happens to this equation? This equation is k into alpha by beta is equal to 10. You have got now 3 equations having 3 unknowns. Solving these equations to solve. The first equation has resulted from here. 2 into zeta is 1 by root 2. Omega n is root 2. Beta plus k. Omega n square is root 2. So root 2 whole square is equal to k into alpha has resulted from this equation. Equation 1 gives k into alpha by beta is equal to 10. Solving the above equations, we get the values I write. Solving the above equations, we get k is equal to 1.8, alpha is equal to 1.11, and beta is equal to 0.2. I hope you have understood this problem. This is the answer. Work out this problem because this problem will give a nice insight into a practical system in which we design the system based on steady state error and closed loop pole locations. Thank you.